This year I ain't playing, I'm on a mission. I don't see no competition. Waiting my turn and I play my position. Sat in the room, I ain't talk out that list.
Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this video. Today is a clutch update. These animals are here, as you'll see. This is clutch 18. So I believe I get into it. I know I had a little bit of a, when we get into the video itself, I kind of ramble on for a minute. I apologize. But this is a pastel yellow belly lace that we purchased from Canova. And then the female is a super pastel lesser lace possible cinder. I purchased that from a buddy of mine who actually got it originally from Ozzy. So I didn't know anything about cinder, didn't really care. I wanted to make white laces, but from my understanding, from talking to other people, and I'm not 100% sure on this, but this is my understanding, is cinder is the same as mahogany. So looking at these hatchlings, I would assume that means that she is cinder or mahogany, whatever you want to call it. But you guys can be the judge. I gave you my opinions in this video. I want you to know up front, like I always do, but I have already sent all the photos, not the video, I took individual photos of these animals and sent them off to Justin. So he's at an expo this weekend. He said he'll get back in touch with me on Monday or Tuesday. So I won't do another update per se, but if there's anything you see here you like, I actually did put these in the rack as far as matching the numbers in this video. So if you do see something you're interested in, and you say, hey, Dave, I'd like number 2 or number 3 or info on those, in a day or two after seeing this video, I should have all the info genetically and be able to verify what I thought they were compared to what Justin thinks they are. And then at that time, we can discuss pricing and what's available, what isn't. So thanks again, guys. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe. And here's clutch 18. All right. So these animals this time will be in no particular order because I haven't already separated them. They just all shed out. So I'm just going to show you the animals individually. If there's one that you like, you can say, if you want it, you can contact me and say, I like the third one, and I'll go back and look at the video. But typically, these animals have already been separated. They've already been numbered. So when I tell you like it's number 1, I know that that's number 1 in the clutch that I've separated. So, excuse me, again, pastel yellow belly lace to super pastel lesser lace possible cinder. And I guess cinder is Ozzy's line of mahogany, if I've got that correct. And I would assume this is cinder stuff. So we will start off in no particular order with this one. Let me zoom in a little bit here. I'll zoom out a little bit. Okay. So looking at this first one here, my assumption looking at it is pastel, yellow belly, lesser, cinder, white lace. And that's what I would say. So everything has to be pastel. That is a female. So everything has to be pastel. That might be super pastel actually. So I think that's probably super pastel. Probably yellow belly, lesser, cinder, and white lace. That's my guess. With how blown out the sides are, how white it is, I would say it's got to be white lace. I think the black in it, the darkness in it, is probably the mahogany or the cinder. The alien heads definitely look like lesser alien heads to me. The head is obviously super pastel. It's blushed out enough for that. I say the yellow belly. It's got. It could be. I don't know. Could be the white lace doing all this, but I think the yellow bellies help bringing the sides up like that. But I think the white lace is what's completely wiping the sides out. So that's my guess for number 1. And that's a female. At this time, I don't know what I'm keeping and what I'm not keeping. So I will update everybody in a later date with that. So there's number 1. We're going to get number 2 because it's pretty similar. Might actually be the same thing. Again, I would say this super pastel alien, or the heads are slightly different. So this was the first one. I think they're just not bold enough. Black are a little different. So this one, again, I would say, excuse me, lesser, super pastel, yellow belly. I don't know if it's white lace. Yeah, I bet it's white lace also. And probably cinder. So I think these are pretty much the same animal. Maybe this one doesn't have yellow belly. Maybe this is yellow belly and white lace, and this is just white lace. I mean, you could tell they're very similar, but this one's the contrary. This one's way whiter, way lighter than this one. Like, this is still really washed out on the bottom, but the difference, I mean, you can even tell, look at how like gray all this is in between the alien heads. Like, it's light. There's a lot of holes, a lot of pocketing there. This has a lot more blacks still in the pattern. Zoom out just a touch. There we go. I don't know. What do you guys think? This is number 2. Let me see what sex it is. That one's a male. So a male and a female. 1 and 2. All right, now we're going to go to another one that's very similar to that one. Could potentially be the same thing, actually. So we'll push these ones aside. This one, man, now this one's really cool. Look how high up the pattern is. Super pastel, cinder. Is this one lesser, though? I wonder if this one is yellow belly and white lace and not lesser. Man, that's a tough one. You could see the pattern is so high on this one. Maybe this is just lace. Man, I'm not sure. I have a feeling I'm going to have to reach out to some people. This is my first white lace clutch. So when you're making just lace stuff, it's pretty easy to see. When you're making white lace, it's definitely a little tougher. I'm confused on this one. This is a pretty animal, though. That one is a male. So 3 very similar animals. This one, though, like you can see the alien heads go damn near to the bottom. Where this one, they're completely up on top. It's almost like they're all pushed up onto the dorsal. Like you see how the pattern's all the way up top there. Definitely a difference in those 3. So yeah, so that'll be interesting. I'll have to take some photos and figure that one out. But those are really cool animals. So we got those 3. Then we got this one here, which is super dark. So I want to say this is pastel, yellow belly, cinder, and I think this is lace. I don't think it's white lace. I think this is just lace. Pastel, yellow belly, cinder, lace. That's what I think there. It's definitely not just pastel, yellow belly lace. It's definitely super light on the sides, but it's also dark, really dark. And I think that's the cinder kicking in. That's a beautiful animal. I really like this one. It could be white lace, but I'm That's a male. That'll be a cool one to get the info on. So love the sides. Really, really nice. Very cool animal. And we got one left. What's that? So, super pastel, yellow belly, white lace, lesser. Maybe it's everything. Maybe it's got cinder, or maybe it doesn't have cinder. I'm not sure. That one is really sweet though. Look how light it is. The pattern is so cool. You know, maybe this is, so going back to these, which I thought were, you know, white lace, lesser, cinder, super pastel, yellow belly. Maybe this, I don't know. Yellow belly or no yellow belly on these compared to that one. This one back here is trying to bite. So I'm not sure, but that thing came out looking really cool. I just don't know what the hell it is. So, similar to the acid clutch, I believe this is a clutch I'm going to have to reach out to the powers that be and get some help on this, because I am definitely confused on this clutch. And that goes without saying. I mean, it's the first white lace clutch I've ever produced, so I'm not expecting to be a genius at this by any means. But it's a badass clutch, and there's some really nice animals. And lace is a project we are keeping, so there will be holdbacks here, so I can move this lace stuff into Sunset and Monarch. But yeah, I really just need to figure out what's what and then decide from there. So I'll get some photos posted up on Instagram and Morph Market, Instagram and Facebook. These guys will probably get a meal in the next week to 10 days. They'll get their first meal. And then by then, hopefully I will know what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to sell. And then I will post up the available animals on Morph Market as they start taking meals. So this again, clutch 18. I know I'm kind of all over the place at the moment because I have animals that have shed. I've had animals that haven't shed. I have animals still in Grand Rapids. I have animals that I didn't do an update video on, and I'm already sold some animals out of those clutches. So I haven't done any updates on those videos. But regardless, clutch 18, pairing again pastel yellow belly lace male to super pastel lesser lace possible cinder. And I would assume these are cinder, so that means a mother is cinder. So yeah, very cool clutch. Definitely got at least the one, maybe a couple of white laces in here. And man, it's going to be badass once we figure out what we got here. So thanks again. Links down below to everything. Just got bit. I knew it. Links down below to everything. Facebook, Instagram, Morph Market, our Patreon. If you haven't checked out our Patreon, I recommend you at least click on the link and look at my most recent post, which is available to everybody. It talks about what we're going to be doing this year as far as our giveaways and how you can get involved in those. And that's going to do it, guys. Like, share, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. We'll see you on the next video.